to our English section. In this section, we're going to look at the use of in and at in English grammar. How we use in, the prepositions in and at when you are speaking grammar, English grammar. Now, before we look at the examples on the board, let me explain that before we look at the examples on the board. We are looking at in and at. Now, listen. In is generally used before the names of large cities, before the names of large cities and countries, or before the name of the place in which one is at the time of speaking. Let me say that again. We use in when you are talking about names of countries and large cities. When you are talking about names of countries or large cities. So, before you use names of countries and large cities, you put in. Let me repeat that. In is generally used before the names of countries and large cities. We also use in before the name of the place in which you are, in which one is at the time of speaking. Where you are at the time of speaking, the place you are at the time you are speaking, we use in before the name. At is used before the names of small towns and villages. And when you are speaking of a distant place, when you are speaking of a distant place, far away place. Let me say that again. At is used. We use at before the names of small towns and villages. We use at before the names of small towns and villages. And you also use at in speaking of a distant place. However, this word in is generally used before the names of countries and large cities. You also use that before the name of the place in which one is at the time you are speaking. Therefore, let's now look at our sections on the board. Therefore, it is wrong to say Jude spent his holidays in Kuntaya. No. Kuntaya. When you are talking about small villages or small towns, you know what to use. We say we use at when you are speaking about small villages and towns. In for large cities and countries. Now, it's wrong to say Jude spent his holidays in Kuntaya. No. You have to say Jude spent his holidays at Kuntaya. Jude spent his holidays at Kuntaya. Wrong to say we visited our grandmother in Osun. The correct way to say that is we visited our grandmother at Osun, if that is a small village or town. Now, it's wrong to say Moses lives at Owerri when you are talking about large cities or countries. So now, it's wrong to say Moses lives at Owerri because Owerri is a large city. Instead, you should say Moses lives in Owerri. Moses lives in Owerri. Wrong to say Keba came to see us at Enugu. No. The correct way to say that is Keba came to see us in Enugu. Keba came to see us in Enugu. Now, that is the section that we have on the use of in and at in English grammar. In English grammar. Let me revise that again. Let me repeat that. We say we use in generally before the names of countries and large cities, or before the name of the place in which one is at the time of speaking. But we use at before the names of small towns and villages, or when you are speaking of a distant place. Therefore, we say it's wrong to say Jude spent his holidays in Kutaya. No, say Jude spent his holidays at Kutaya. Wrong to say we visited our grandmother in Osun. No, say we visited our grandmother at Osun. Wrong to say Moses lives at Owerri. No, say Moses lives in Owerri. Wrong to say Keba came to see us at Enugu. No, say Keba came to see us in Enugu. Keba came to see us in Enugu. And that is that on this session of the use of in and at in English grammar. If you like our video, please share, subscribe, and give us a thumbs up.